President Obama is back in hot water. This is Hashtag News, and I stabbed a homeless guy once. President Obama once again has conservatives upset, this time with his gum-chomping antics in China.
President Obama stepped out of his limousine at the economic summit in Beijing with a mouthful of gum, and conservative news outlets and social media are jumping all over him once again for his lack of respect, which makes perfect sense. The unemployment rate is nearing pre-recession marks, the Dow is breaking all-time highs, and millions of previously uninsured are getting hospital treatments for the first time. So I guess all you have left is chewing gum or saluting with a cup of coffee in your hand. Politics were way more fun to cover when a guy who read at a third-grade level was in charge. At least we have the hotel to blame this time, because for $2,000 a night, he couldn't get mouthwash in his room.
New York Democrat hits a racist chord.
Charlie Rangel, a New York Democrat, took some heat for comparing Tea Party members to the, and I quote, white crackers of the 60s race riot era. The Democrat was quoted saying he thought cracker was a term of endearment. There we go, politicians. Let's try battling racism with more racism and see where that gets our country.
Christians are now clowning around with new recruiting methods.
A Methodist church in Ohio has a small group of members that have formed a club called Clowns for Christ that are taking on the word of the Lord. The club uses clown costumes and balloon animals to teach children the stories in the Bible. Judy Zeideth, a member of the club for 14 years, has been quoted saying, "Clown costumes are a way to break down barriers, and you can do almost anything in a clown costume." She shortly added, well, anything appropriate for the church, which, with the church's history of massive crusades and not to mention the little boy stuff, isn't very limiting. At least with the clowns, perhaps the church has finally found something more terrifying to children than a half-naked man drilled to a couple of 2x4s with a stake wound through his chest.
And now it's time for 2 and 2, 2 stories in 2 sentences. A new book claims that Jesus had a wife and 2 kids, which completely validates why he disappeared for 3 days and returned with a crazy lie. And a new study shows that conservatives are rarer than women on TV, which would be startling if women didn't make up 51% of the US population, with Republicans only making up 45%. So yeah, Republicans, statistically, that's going to happen. Wait. That's Hashtag News for today. See ya. Carry the 9. I don't even know what this thing does.